Once upon a time, a beautiful 18-year-old applied for a job in a Boy Dixon company in Cebu, Philippines. The girl named Debbie met a schoolmate from the university who introduced her to his co-workers at the audit department. At the far end of the room, she noticed a gentleman whose smile stretched out to the sky. Courteously, she smiled back. She got the job and worked in the accounting department. There were other male colleagues who befriended her, but that smiling guy from audit, Mel, was more than friendly, dropping by often and walking with her home. On one occasion, when there was an office party, Mel volunteered to sing only if Debbie joined him, so they sang "Devoted to You," accompanied by another gentleman courting Debbie. Mel and Debbie blended well, and by Christmas he won her heart, but only after composing a break-up letter to Debbie's absentee boyfriend. If Mel thought he had caused a broken heart to Debbie's ex that Christmas, he nearly had a heart attack in the new year. You see, Debbie went home to distant Aurora, Zamboanga del Sur, and failed to return on the first day of work in 1979 as she promised. He went hurriedly to accounting, only to be told that it had received a telegram that contained the message, "Cannot report for work. Both stranded. Got married." With a face turning as pale as snow, Mel was speechless and emotion-shocked, retreating hurriedly to the audit office. Little did he know that the entry "Got married" was inserted by mischievous co-workers. Debbie did return, and the romance blossomed. They had their share of misunderstanding, breakup and makeup for 6 years, and of course tons and tons of joy and successes as well. Mel became a lawyer, Debbie a certified public accountant. The next step was marriage, but it wouldn't have happened. You see, a persistent suitor who worked in Fairchild Semiconductor, where Debbie was employed, with the help of his buddies hatched up a plan to kidnap Debbie the day prior to the wedding. By her presence of mind, Debbie never came near the waiting car to be used in the scheme. She arrived a bit late in church though, with Mel anxiously waiting, all because she wanted to look perfect as a bride. And she was truly the dream bride for Mel, who was all smiles throughout the ceremony and the reception. Debbie was everything to Mel, so was Mel to Debbie. But everything you can't have in marriage. There is the need to adjust to each other, relate with in-laws, and manage finances. But Mel would just serenade Debbie with Danny's song. Even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love. And everything would be all right. It was during the early years of being married that Debbie finally fulfilled her passion for dancing, becoming a regular in dance competitions and presentations in the company and activities in organizations. How she loved to dance, and how lovely she danced. When she was pregnant with her second child, she still participated in a dance presentation, and the baby named Jam seemed to leap as she was born. Jam grew to be a pretty girl, and even won as a best dancer in Latin dance in a major sports competition. The married life of Mel and Debbie is a volume of short stories, but there is one that Debbie would not forget.
I went to the United States in 1997. Mel told me that he would not trim his mustache and that he would grow a beard until I returned. I could have looked for a job in the United States or toured much longer, but the thought of Mel looking like Saddam Hussein bothered me. Missing Mel, I returned after 2 months.
When she returned 2 months later, Mel had a beard and a new song titled You Complete Me. The couple has been blessed with 3 children, Kim the eldest, Jam the dancer, and the youngest Miel. And they've added a son-in-law, Ray, plus a bundle of joy, a grandson, JD. Today, Mel and Debbie have grown stronger in their love for each other, for their family, for their friends, for their God. Life for them is much like music, sung beautifully in harmony, like a dance moving gracefully to the beat. Love at 25, a quarter of a century of meaningful life, of beautiful music, of graceful dance, the love of Mel and Debbie.
Without the woman, what is man?